something special.
And welcome back to another episode of CHPT Radio with your host Bon and Josh.
What episode are we up to? I might number.
Season 2.
I thought that your commitment to this podcast was to label the numbers as well.
I've been doing that.
Label the episodes as well.
I think we're at 18
Wow.
of season 2. I think we're at about 65 or so many episodes deep now. So we've been mucking around with this for a while now.
We have been delivering professional content for nearly 2 years.
Yeah, September, I think we started.
Yeah, we started when we got back from Spain.
Was it?
Mm.
Interesting.
Back
Yeah,
when
I
we
remember
could travel.
it was around baseball time, end of baseball 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Again, back when we could play sport outside.
I know, but we will be able to again soon.
Yeah.
It's only just a little blimp in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, so and that's right.
Just like that.
Oh dear, so if you're listening to the podcast and not watching it, you may need to watch that because Bon just, I don't know what
Got
you
rid
did.
of it. Just this one little blimp for Josh's case.
It's probably glitter because this house continually
Oh,
gets glitter bombed.
So much glitter. It's not glitter, it's gold.
So yeah, for everyone that hasn't been able to get to CHPT lately,
My driveway.
If you're wondering, yes, glitter is still a high prominence within the
Yes, Josh.
CHPT. Yeah, I use it. I cover my beard in it.
The truth comes out. The truth that comes out on the podcast. And you said we don't deliver
I know.
professional content.
I never said that. So what's been happening?
What have I been doing? A lot. I went to the supermarket on the weekend.
Yes.
It was the first time that I went to the supermarket since Feb. I don't know whether I was more nervous about going to the supermarket or putting my jeans on, to be honest. I was like, huh!
Yes, all those points.
That was a fun experience.
Yes.
Supermarket wasn't too bad.
But yeah, you were going to the supermarket because I was building a fence.
Building a fence.
And I thought today we'd have a chat about the reason we're building a fence was that we made a commitment to our next door neighbour who lives directly behind us.
Whose dog's name is Ivan.
Cool dog name.
Cool. If you have seen me in the last week, I would have told you this story.
But Ivan's he's a bit cheeky.
Ivan and Jode. Ivan, he is really cheeky.
But so we made a commitment when we extended the shed for the weightlifting room that we would replace the fence.
Yeah,
I would try and because they were really generous and they let our trades come in through their property.
Yeah, twice.
And
we kind of dug it up too.
For lack of a better description, it was kind of trashed.
Yeah, it wasn't like we'll just neatly go through there. The boys gave it a good crack.
And they were using excavators and the thing, and so it made sense why it got dug up. And they did their best effort to sort of neaten it out, but at the same time, it was pretty torn up. But we made a commitment when we asked them to use their property that we would replace the fence. The fence was getting old and there was some paling starting to fall off it, but it was still operating as a fence and there wasn't too many holes in it.
I'm going to say it will be close to nearly 30 years old, the fence.
Yeah. But we made a commitment that we were going to fix the fence and we delivered on that commitment over the weekend. So we rebuilt the fence, which was exciting.
I didn't. I offered to help and Josh said, no, I have a system. I was like, well, fine then.
I'll go do the shopping.
I'll go sit in front of the heater.
Yeah, it was really cold and wet on Saturday.
Not for me.
Bon didn't offer on Saturday to help. It was on Sunday during the sunny season. However, the idea was that we wanted to make... Yeah, it was greatly appreciated.
You want me to be part of your fence?
Maybe you can build the next bit. You're like, no, don't want to.
That's said no, see you later. As Sophie will go.
No deal. That's Isabel.
Like, what's that rat?
That's our child, she's not a rat. But yeah, so it's really important for us to follow through on what we commit to other people.
If you say you're going to do something, you got to do it.
Yeah. So the question that we have today, I thought it would be worth talking about, is in isolation or in restrictions, because we're not really lockdowns. I don't think the right word.
We're not in lockdown.
But with the current restrictions in place, a lot of people, when these things first started, said, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to learn that, or I'm going to try this. I guess my question is to people, what have you committed to that you haven't yet done? Whether it's, have you committed to finishing that puzzle or learn to cook a new meal?
It's great to talk about things, but there's a difference between being a gunner and a doer. I was in a networking group many years ago with some older ladies, and it was great. At the start, I would meet them once a month and we would talk about things that they would want to do, and I was super inspired by them. But by the third month, they were still talking about what they were going to do, and no one was doing any action.
And it was still the same project.
It was the same conversation over and over again, and that's what I tend to find when networking groups get together, is they love to talk about things they want to do, but a lot of them don't action it.
No.
With the few that I've been involved in, it's very rare you find people who action what they want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know that creating the plan and talking about the plan gives the same dopamine release as doing the plan. So you actually feel really good about going, I'm going to learn to cook a new meal every week.
I'm committed! Yeah!
Your brain goes, yep, awesome, we've got a plan. Every Saturday you're going to go to the shops, you're going to buy the stuff, and then you're going to cook the meal. And then week 2, you're like...
pizza.
You're buying pizza because you're like, I had to clean dishes for 45 minutes on Saturday night and it ruined the experience for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that anymore. And all of a sudden your commitment, you're like, oh well. You still felt good because you made a commitment at the start, but I guess the really rewarding thing for us is that we've now delivered on that commitment beyond the expectations of our neighbours.
I know, this is what you really wanted the podcast to be about, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How you did a great job building a fence.
No, not really.
But it wasn't just you.
No, we did get help from the very generous Dutchman.
I know, he was so happy. Every time I looked at him in the rain, he had the biggest smile on his face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's cold, man. I'm not going out there.
It would have been lucky to crack 11 degrees, I think, and we had probably 50 mil of rain. And Chris still turned up and smiled and was brilliant throughout the entirety of it.
Such a beautiful song.
The quality of the work is that he did was amazing. I'd still be out there if it wasn't for Chris. But delivering on those expectations, it's now like you get an even bigger.
But would you have delivered on the fence if you hadn't committed to the neighbour? That is the question. Or would it have been, because there was a reward for you at the end.
Which was having a new fence.
Which was making someone else happy.
Yeah, and I think that probably the key to the commitment was that you were very clear when we asked to use the property that we would have it done within 6 months. So we put a time frame on when we would complete it. So
I know you work really well with time frames.
Yeah, if you use, I do much better than not. Can you get that done? Yeah. Can you get it done by Tuesday? Yeah, it'll be done.
5 p.m. Tuesday. Here he comes. Joshy's coming. Yeah, he's going to finish it now.
But it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
And
same with my coach. My coach works better on deadlines. I've got to tell her that I need this by. And
so,
I get it.
the SMART goals, we've spoken about that previously on a podcast. Look it up in the library. I don't know which episode number. I don't know what number this one is.
So much great content to go through. I hope they can find it.
But we know that when it comes to setting those SMART goals, that T stands for timeliness and putting a timeline and a time frame on things. And that's really important in terms of being able to make sure that that commitment is done. So I think that also is a big influence on. So the reward is making somebody else feel good and walking out there and being able to, the fence now allows us to potentially get a dog. Like we wouldn't be able to do that because there's a big hole in the fence.
Well, the fence was falling over. Just saying.
Now, let's hope it
Saw
doesn't.
some holes in it. Our other neighbour did try to burn it down.
Yeah, thanks, Bill.
Yeah, it burnt our fence. Oh, did I? Yeah, there's a hole in it. Oh, it must have been from when the gum leave. I'm like, I don't have time to listen to this story. I really like you, Bill. Stuff to do. And
He's still out there looking at it going, there is a hole there. Oh,
yeah, I did that.
A couple of years ago I burned that. But yeah, so my challenge to everyone is to think about what commitments did they make when we started to go into these restrictions. Because everyone had these grand plans. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to move every day, or I'm going to go for a walk every day, or I'm going to do a puzzle, cook.
And time is still time. Time is still moving.
Yeah.
As if we weren't.
So it's a good opportunity to reassess and go, oh, actually, I did say I was going to do that puzzle. Maybe this is the week that I actually dust it off and have a crack at it. So
yeah.
If you did say you're going to watch all of the Michael Jordan doco in isolation, then, well...
Do it. It's really good.
Yeah, you don't have that many episodes to get through now.
Yeah.
I think episodes 5 and 6 are out there.
How many are there?
10.
Oh.
Yes. Monday nights, Netflix. Enjoy.
Well, I couldn't get through 2 last night. I was too tired.
Yeah, but we'll go back to episode 6 tomorrow. Or tonight.
At 5 p.m.
Yeah, I'll have to tell that client so I can't make it.
Just I get that.
Family emergency.
Right. There's a deadline. I'm working to a deadline.
I love you, but that's not very nice.
Well, it's so true though.
All right. Okay, before I walk off, I'll let you wrap it up.
Boom! Remember to have a lovely day.
Yes.
Be kind to your wife.
I will. It's been the extended Mother's Day. All the Mother's Day gifts
I
turn
know,
up.
they're all
Here you
well,
go.
yeah.
You can
No,
have
you
it
could
now.
have saved them.
I'll
And
save
so
mine.
on Mother's Day, I get nothing.
The kids will have got you something. Probably not enough to do that too.
Alright, guys. I hope you have a lovely Mother's Day.
Yes, on Sunday.
Remember to be brave, be wise, be kind.
Bye.